Hey everybody, what's up? This is JJ, and welcome to another episode of Solo Nerd, the Tech Edition. And I'll be dropping you guys a little bit of tech news that's been happening during this week, or that's been happening up to this week at least. And let's get started. Start off with some Google Pixel news again. So, everyone's been hearing about issues with the Google Pixel, and again, there's some more issues going on with the Pixel, especially with the 2 XL. Right now, there are reports of unresponsive spots on the 2 XL's display. Google is aware of it, and they are sending out a fix that will be coming out. So I guess what happens is some parts of the display, when you touch it, it just doesn't respond to your finger, and that's not good. Adding all the other different issues that have come up with the 2 XL, not good for LG and Google so far right now. Also, there is some issues when you are shooting video around LED lighting. You'll start to see some banding coming from the video. So what that means, when you see the reflection of the LED light, you see like little stripes. It looks like a zebra when you're looking at that. So I'm not sure if Google will be fixing that or not. And the Google Pixel, ever since it has come out, there's been so many issues with this phone. Not sure if it's ever gonna stop. If Google's going to ever, acknowledge that there might possibly have to be a recall. But hopefully not. Hopefully they can get that fixed. Moving along with Apple news. So as everyone knows, the iPhone X has been out for about 2 weeks now. It's been getting some pretty good reviews. There are issues. I think we talked about that before in one of the other Solo Nerds episodes. But for right now, people are reporting that there is a green band that is on the screen. I believe it's on the right-hand side of the screen, at the very edge. So you'll see it, and there's pictures out there on the internet as well, but it looks like there's a bright green line that goes all the way down from the top of the right end, or the top of the right edge, all the way down to the bottom. This also happened on the Note 8. I'm not sure if it was green or if it was like a pink line. It wasn't on the edges, but it was, it could have been in the middle. But that was something that Samsung fixed. So hopefully Apple will be either sending out a fix for that. But I guess what happened on the Note 8 is that there was I believe it was the green pixels, they would die in a straight line or something. So Samsung sent out a fix for that for the Note 8, and hopefully that's something that Samsung and Apple will be doing for this green band. Or what I think they call it, the green band gate or something like that. There's also some crackling noises coming from the earpiece of the iPhone X. And I believe that is also going to be patched by Apple. One funny one that they have is that the screens, they become unresponsive when the phone is cold. And I believe when you come inside somewhere warm, it takes a few seconds to, a minute or so until the screen becomes responsive again. I don't know. It's pretty funny, I guess. But I don't know. Do you need to cover up your phone in a sweater or something like that so that, the phone doesn't get too cold out and doesn't freeze, have frostbite or anything like that? Apple is sending out a fix for that as well. And there's been issues with Face ID. Face ID has been hacked. I believe it was in China. Someone made a 3D printed mask of someone's face. I think they just used the eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, and I believe the mouth as well. But they were able to trick Face ID, and it unlocked the phone. So Apple has pushed out beta 11.2 for iOS. They did push out the Apple Pay peer-to-peer. I have not been able to test that out, as no one else has the beta. But once that gets pushed out, I believe everybody will be able to use that feature for Apple Pay. And also, as reported, 11.2 for iOS now has faster wireless charging for the iPhone 8 and for the iPhone X. And now they are charging at 7.5 watts, which was faster than, I believe, what they had was at 5 watts. So get a little bit faster wireless charging, but you do need to have a wireless charging pad that does support, I believe, up to, I think Samsung's is like 17 or 20 watt. I'm not sure. But so make sure when you do have the wireless charging pad, you do have a fast charger that supports 7.5 watts and up. We'll touch on a little bit of Rumorville, but there's rumors now that in next year, 2018, Apple will be launching 3 phones next year. They will all have the same profile. They're going to have, the bezel-less screens on each of these 3 phones. So The first phone, it will be a current update to the current iPhone 10 with the 5.8-inch screen and whatever else features they're going to add to that. And they're also going to have a new OLED phone, which will be in 6.5 inches for the iPhone. So again, they will have the notch at the top. Supposedly, we'll see what happens if they can end up covering that up. But they will have, I guess this will be considered the X Plus, something that I will be interested in. But again, that will come in a 6.5-inch phone. And the last phone that is rumored will be a new 6.1-inch LCD iPhone. So it's not going to have the OLED screen, but it will have the LCD screen that the iPhone 8s have. And it will run, I believe they're saying it's going to be about, I think they're saying $649 to $749. So it'll have not all of the features that the two other high-end phones will have. So I just want to thank all the iPhone 10 beta testers out there. You know, they can work out all the kinks before they release all these other next-gen iPhones that come out next year. One other thing for tech, I did see, a few YouTube videos, reviews for a company called Moment, and what they offer are camera add-ons for iPhones and Android. And I think one guy, I forgot who it was, I think it was Jonathan Morrison, he was reviewing the Moment lenses for iPhone 10, and they do have them for iPhone 8 and 7 and 6, I believe. You have to get a phone case from them, and they come with I guess a modular quote-unquote add-on lens. The lenses are nice because you can get a wide lens, a telephoto lens, and a fisheye lens, and I believe there's another type of lens as well too. But during the review, he was using the wide lens, and it changes the camera on your phone. So especially with the iPhone 10, they don't have a wide angle lens, but once he popped that lens on there, the depth of field for the pictures was actually pretty good. So hopefully, Christmas time's rolling around, so hopefully I'll be able to grab one of those, and I will give a review on that as well. One other thing too, Justice League does come out this Friday. I myself will be sitting through this mess of a movie. I'm not expecting anything great. I hope it's good, entertaining at least, but like I said, it has probably some Zack Snyder influence in there, so we'll see how that goes. And other than that is all the news that I have for you. Hope you guys can join me on the next one, guys. Thanks.